Okay, welcome. Today I wanted to do a more comprehensive demonstration on my Scott 800B radio slash phonograph. This was, if you're not aware of the Scott 800B, the company, E.H. Scott Company, was founded in 1925 in Chicago. It has nothing to do with the H.H. Scott Company that was founded in the 1940s. The E.H. Scott Company made some of the most high-end radios in the United States during the period of the late 1920s till about 1950. Some would arguably say that this is the very last great Scott unit. The 800B was produced in 1946 and 1947. I believe they made 10,000 of these units, and they must have made so many that they were selling them through 1950. There were different combinations, different cabinets offered, different speaker configurations, and you could also get two different television models as well. One with a CRT and then another one with a rear projection set. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. This unit must have come from the New York metropolitan area when it was new, and it was probably the couple that originally purchased it. They relocated to where I live in Rutherford, New Jersey at some point because it had a moving sticker on the side of it. All the original radio station tags are definitely New Jersey, New York metropolitan area tags. When I got it, it was not functional. Previous owners had moved the cabinet with all the equipment in it. The amplifier fell on its side, broke the rectifier tubes, it tore a bunch of wires off the Magnavox speaker. So it took quite a bit of detective work to put all that back in place. I recapped the power supply section of the amplifier, and I replaced a few capacitors inside of the IF, tuning IF. And I did a kind of rudimentary alignment to it. I would like to revisit the alignment because I think I could get it a little bit better. But it still performs quite well. So I will do a demonstration of the unit now. So to use the tuning chassis, you can see the cabinetry is really quite beautiful on it. It's a mahogany. This is all the original finish. There's some battle scars and some dents and some scratches that I touched up, but it's still a very, very lovely cabinet. Pull this down and push it in. We'll demonstrate the tuner first. So I'll go to broadcast. The presets on this thing, this is motorized presets. It works off a logarithmic scale, so basically you would find your station here, tune it, and then pick out where that would be in a logarithmic scale. So
our labor market could be in trouble.
So WABC would be
jobs were
a 41.5. I would set my preset to 41.5.
Remember, they suddenly found 818,000 jobs.
So
whoa.
here's the preset. So
unemployment jumped to the highest in.
That's an AM preset. Now these presets, I need to align them a little bit better. They're still slightly off. This is an FM preset. I'll probably need to.
On WBGO, the very first of Vanessa Rubin, the title track from her debut, Soul Eyes.
It's a very weak station. But I think with a little bit better alignment, it should come in better than it is now.
Makeup, fragrances, and more. Plus, shop
with a very strong
for
station,
even more great deals on top
almost
brands
close
at
to the
Macy's.
eye, but not all the way. I think with a little more alignment, it should probably close the eye on a full strength station. This is just with a dipole antenna and the factory configuration mounted in the cabinet. when I got it, the sensitivity was so bad. A station like this, the eye was almost open all the way. So now we do have at least some deflection. Treble controls all the ways up there. The bass, I modified the bass circuit to go back to the original configuration. There was some running changes made in it. So this is bypassing one resistor to get a little more bass response. I think the bass is pretty good on it. Show the phonograph. Flip it over to phono. So the changer in this is, well, there was 3 possible changers. The most common was the Gerard RC60. There was also a Thorns changer, and I have read about there being a 3rd changer. I'm trying to remember what that one was, but this is the most common. Now, this one being sold in 1946 has the original changer present. There are, I've heard of instances where in the later years they were swapped out with newer changers because they were sold through 1950. So with LPs and 45s, you know, one of those changers would become available, would have been installed in it. You know, a lot of people changed out the changers as these units were used for many years and people moved on from 78s, but luckily this still has the original changer. So we'll start this up. This has been, it still even has the original crystal cartridge, which is good. This is a direct drive changer, which is kind of unusual, and it does have some variable speed control over there, which is nice. Full effect.
Someone may be laughing, you may hear her laughing, but close unbounded room, and night after night. can explain it, who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons, wise men never try. Some enchantment when you find the when you see the body, but not crowded, then light will shine and make it your own. All through your life you may dream once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go.
Now the changer operation will be very quiet with the drawer closed. It's actually a acoustically sealed area. Just to wrap up, I wanted to show the back of the unit here, because the back is frankly just as cool as the front, or cooler. So this is the tuner presets here, based on the logarithmic scale. Each number stamped in there represents the button. You can see the chassis are all chrome plated. I mean, they are absolutely beautiful. And this is the original design dipole antenna. So I reproduced that as the service manual dictated it. I am going to also reproduce the AM antenna, which I don't have right now. This is the amplifier chassis and the IF. So the FM IF also lives down here. The first stage is up in the tuner, and then the second, third, and fourth stage are down here. So this is the second, third, and fourth IF, and then that's the AM IF. This has been partially recapped down here. The transformers are massive. All the tubes E.H. Scott used are shielded. They wanted to keep his interference down to a minimum. And you can see the harnesses are all cloth covered. I tried to get the strain relief correct here, because as this opens and closes, this has to be able to move freely. And yeah, I mean, that's really about it. The speaker is a Magnavox 15-inch. You can see the red goop there in the wire nuts. That's where I had to resolder leads onto the coil wires, because they broke off when the amplifier flipped on its side, and I had to figure out where all these wires went. I should probably change the cap in the crossover. It does seem to test okay. But this thing is, it's a lot of power. 2 6L6s. It's a very clean, conservative 25 watts a channel. Or 25 watts output, should I say, for mono. So, anyways, thank you for watching this. I'm glad to share this with you. This is the E.H. Scott 800B, made in September 1946. Thank you.